Hey guys, welcome back to my video here. This is Pedro Fame. I'm doing an update on the Xbox Series X, as you can see there on my right hand side. I'm doing this on my Samsung 4K TV. I'm gonna go ahead and lower the volume on that so you guys won't have to hear that, but you guys can see some of the games that I have, and I'm gonna show you guys pretty much what it's like. Now it's been a couple months. I know I haven't done an Xbox update in a long time. I know I've been doing PlayStation, but this is the Xbox, and these are some of the games that I have. A really old game in Peggle, an old game in San Andreas, and Fight Night Champion, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. This is the campaign edition. Old game Doom Eternal, old game Destiny 2. So pretty much a lot of old games. The only new ones I have is Guardians of the Galaxy, Madden 22, and UFC 4, along with Halo Infinite. But I'm gonna go ahead and get in and out of some games so you guys can see how nice this game actually runs. I'm gonna start off with Guardians of the Galaxy, being one of the newest games that have come out that I have on my Xbox, and it is absolutely phenomenal game. All right, so you guys can see here that it looks really, really good. Tell them to put it there for me so I can jump on. Easier to come up along with the rest of the crew, and you can kind of see here, I don't know why it comes out like a lot lighter than what the actual game looks like. The game looks very dark compared to what is on what you guys are seeing, but I think with some color grading I could probably change that to a more accurate color. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, this TV isn't the best. I cannot stress that enough. This is a couple of years old Samsung 4K TV, so this is nothing new. This is not a brand new game, or I'm sorry, a brand new TV. But this isn't a brand new console. It is running on 4K, so that is something that is a redeeming quality. But I will in the future like to get something either mini LED or OLED, just for gaming purposes, because it just looks so much better. So you guys can see here. I also have Vanguard. I have that for PlayStation though. I don't play Warzone. I don't play Modern Warfare. So let's get into something here so you guys can see. So you guys can see here what it looks like as the game is up and running. So you guys can see, I don't know why, but this game allows you to run so freaking fast. Not the best, I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Not very great at this game in particular. I'm better at Vanguard than I am at this and Cold War, even though I did love Cold War about the same as I like Vanguard, so pretty decent. Call of Duty is I just feel like it hasn't been the same since pretty much the original, since Black Ops 2. It really hasn't been the same for me. Comment down below which one's your favorite Call of Duty game, and I will respond to each and every comment that you guys put that tells me which one you guys like, and I'll tell you if it's one of my favorites or not. And give me a surprise pick that you guys think would be that's a surprisingly good Call of Duty game that other people don't think is. All right, I'm just gonna leave this one. Let's roll. But this one, yeah, not one of my favorites. Definitely something that could have been better I feel like. But, you know, it's all in how it's displayed. But to me, not one of the better Call of Duty, not in the top 10 Call of Duty games, I should say that. Would I put it top 15? Yeah, sure, because it did run good and it had a pretty good story mode. But top 10? No, that's a special list. I think there is a solid 8 to 10 games of Call of Duty that were really good that I would say that I would play in a heartbeat. And I think a lot of people would. I think a lot of people would be surprised. Let me know down below if you guys would like to see my top 10 Call of Duty list, because I would love to do that one for you guys, and I will play every single game I'll have footage on every single one of those games. I do have a lot of the Call of Duty games, so I will put a list together if you guys would like me to. Put down in the comments section if you guys would like to see me do that, or get the video to 20 likes, and I'll do a top 10 video for you guys on my favorite Call of Duty games with gameplay of each and every one of those games for you guys. So you guys can see that this game runs pretty smooth. It like I said, Vanguard, if you ever played Vanguard on the new gen console, it runs absolutely phenomenal compared to this. Not saying that this didn't, but this also came out with the intention of being mostly a PS4 laden game with just an upscale for the new gen consoles, as it did come out when the new gen consoles came out in 2020. So you do have to keep that in mind. I am wondering what the next Call of Duty game is. I don't think they've announced it, at least to my knowledge. I don't know what the next Call of Duty game is, or if they're doing one this year. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully they're just skipping this year, and are they going to come back next year with a really strong game. I just don't see. I haven't seen Call of Duty go in a great direction in a little bit. I think they, and it doesn't even matter because quick resume is a big deal. I love it. I love it so much. This is kind of the reason why I play my Xbox a little bit more than PlayStation. That quick resume feature is just so nice to have. I don't have to constantly have to wait for the game to boot up to finally be able to play it. I can just go boom, 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 play it real quick, get off next one. Same thing, get on the next one. And like I said, I do have both consoles. I enjoy both consoles. I do have a Nintendo Switch. I have the Lite version. Box things. This is absolutely, as you can see, runs perfectly fine on this console. And this console does a really good job. And let me tell you, Xbox has done a great job of integration, where PS5, you can tell on a lot of titles that it's just completely upscaled, where you could tell they gave these developers the Series X and told them to really incorporate it better, because I feel like with the PS5, the adaptive triggers only work on a handful of games. And I feel like nobody really got the PS5 to develop their games. And I feel like that's why it doesn't feel as good as it should. Like, games should feel so much better on that than they do on Xbox. And it doesn't. Honestly, they feel sort of similar. With the Series X maybe having a little bit of advantage because I feel like it's a little bit more optimized for the console. And this runs tremendously well for what it should, for a lot of things. I think a lot of people are gonna absolutely love how this game goes, and I think it's going to prove well over time. But we're all gonna see. We're gonna have to see how well Xbox does with their first party consoles, because to me, right now, if I had to pick between PlayStation 5 and this, I would choose this all day, every day to play more than the PlayStation. And I know that sounds crazy because of what is better. And I'm gonna load up Madden here, and I just feel, and I know this sounds a little weird, but I feel like Xbox is faster when it comes to loading up the games. Now, that's not indicative of it being true or not. I haven't timed each one to see. I don't have the same games on each console. I have completely different games on each console because I didn't want to have the same stagnation that a lot of other people would have. Like, they both have the same games on just two different consoles. I just find that redundant. Why would I want to play the same game just on two different consoles? The experience is going to be absolutely the same. So that doesn't, to me, that just never made any sense to do. But you can see, I'm gonna play a quick game for you guys. Versus Bills game, you guys can see there. I am a Patriots fan if you guys didn't know, so that's probably why you guys are seeing me play with my Pats. Now this isn't, and I don't really play with the Patriots too often. I usually like to play with running quarterbacks a little bit, just because I love the ability to escape the pocket whenever I want to, which is funny enough. I think I've used the Patriots maybe 10 times in the entire time of Madden 22's existence. But, you know, it's not that I don't love my Patriots. I do love my Patriots, and I can play with them really well. It's just the fact that I just prefer a running quarterback, which obviously Mac Jones isn't. And I didn't play with Cam Newton either, so don't think last year I was playing with Cam Newton because I had a running quarterback. That wasn't the case either. I didn't like the team back then, that you couldn't throw at anybody, plus I just didn't like Cam Newton on the team too much. But you can see here that it runs great, and it runs absolutely fantastic. You see it through a pick there. I don't know how. That's another thing about Madden. Madden frustrates me in so many ways when it comes to the 5 was an absolute phenomenal game, and everybody praised it for being the best, better of the two at the time, and I did too. And I don't understand for the life of me why the NFL went with EA instead of continuing its partnership with 2K, which did a phenomenal job. By the way, I'm not the one that usually praises 2K because I don't like them on playing Madden. I didn't like them in wrestling. I don't like them in any of their sports games. They are not great either, but they did football really well, and they made it really fun, especially with ESPN Crew, which unfortunately Madden never does. Obviously, John Madden didn't do ESPN either, so that's probably another reason why they didn't do it. And you can see Mac Jones running here. But this game is a really good one. It displays a lot of things that are good with Xbox. Now, like I said, the game isn't 100% great, so obviously there's going to be some wherewithal, I should say. But to be honest with you, most games run pretty decently on the console, and they look pretty good here. Just to the naked eye, I think personally, if people gave Xbox more of a chance, I think they would see that it's the better console. I truly, honestly believe this is gonna get picked off. Yeah, I figured with Davis White there, I just figured that they were just gonna make that possible. But I'm gonna switch on to another game here so you guys can see what I'm saying. We can even go back to, let me see, I've done 3 games. Let's do Forza. Forza Motorsport 7, which isn't optimized at all. Doesn't have a Series X or Series S version, but you guys can see here what it looks like. And this is me in an 812 super fast. Whoa. Or no, F12 Berlinetta. I'm sorry, F12 Berlinetta. And you can see how well it looks in 4K. I mean, this looks excellent. This looks exactly like the car. Or is this a Berlinetta? I think it's a TDF. It might be a TDF Griffin. But it looks stunning compared to most. And I can do, and we can even go and do another one with it not being so dark, obviously. Where you set up daytime. We can even do a different car. A car with more curves that can appeal more and that can show off the greatness. Let's do a 911 GT2 RS. Something of Laguna Seca. Even though I just changed it today, I don't understand. That's one thing about Forza I really wish they would just listen and just change it to a day like I said they should. But you guys can see there like how good it actually looks. This is absolutely really good graphics for a game that came out like, I think came out 3 or 4 years ago, if I'm not wrong. I had this game on the Xbox Series, the Xbox One S. I think this pretty much came out 4 years ago, if I'm not wrong, because I pretty much got it the same time I got the S, so in 2018. So you can imagine, this game came out about 4 years ago, and look how good it still looks. I know since then they've released Forza Horizon 4 and 5. I don't understand where Motorsport has been this entire time and why they haven't decided to put Motorsport 8 out. But this game is absolutely phenomenal. It drives really well. Everything handles really good. The only thing that's like showing its age is the environment, but I think with the new one, it'll definitely be better. But you could see the cars just look phenomenal. Forza has always done a great job of detailing cars and showing off how well they look compared to Gran Turismo, in my opinion, that never does it 100% justice and doesn't always do it right, where Forza has, to me, always shown how great it could be and how much fun it is to do races and doing it like this. I know a lot of people are more enjoying the Horizon series, but me, I've always been a Motorsport fan because I've been a true car enthusiast, and this is just true car enthusiasm here at its best, because in Forza Horizon you can mod it to like 2,000 horsepower. Like, you can do silly stuff that is unrealistic that you really just can't do to a vehicle unless you were to do super heavy work that would take so much time and effort to do. This is true car. This is somebody who's technical, who knows exactly what they're doing and knows how to do it and knows how to push the car. And let me show you around the UI. So you can see in the new UI, nothing really has changed too much other than you can get to my games and libraries, apps, much quicker. Yep, you can go back into the game. You can see here, nothing really has changed. You can record. You can go into your profile, switch it out, go to settings real quick. You can see that nothing really has changed for setting wise. You can go to general display. You can see this running at 4K. I have a night mode, calibrate TV. Let's just say if I wanted it on, you can see like that. I'm not going to because it changes the colors, but because I already have it on dark themed already. You see color accuracy. Video modes, how it goes, 50 hertz, 4K, audio, auto. You can calibrate your TV as well to the right color settings. You can get out of here.